Good morning, you lovely lot, and welcome back to the channel. Today I have come out for a day out in the van, and I've stopped off at a motorhome and camper van place in Highbridge in the southwest, just to see what they have on site, what the prices are. But from what I've seen so far, they are completely out of my price range. I mean, for instance, there's an MAN here, a Westphalia, 79 grand, and yeah, it is nice on the inside, but if I got a company to do it for me to my spec, it would be 10 times better. But the range down here is ridiculous. I mean, 68 grand, 76, 79 there for another MAN, 67, 84, 91. I mean, they're completely out of my price range. So the question I need to ask myself is, do I buy something like this, or do I buy an empty van and then get it converted to my spec and cut the cost down completely? I mean, it's decisions. I mean, I love Nemo. You all know I love Nemo, but I do miss standing up. If I did get another van, I would have it sprayed orange, so you haven't got to worry about that. But yeah, I'm getting to the point now where I miss standing up cooking, having some extra space, extra storage. I think it's someone else's turn to make some memories in Nemo, but not quite yet. I'm in no rush, but I just want to see what's out there. And like I said in the last video, I'm going to park up somewhere later on and show you my new layout in the van, as I think I've gained a little bit more extra space, and I think it looks 10 times better. So you've just noticed that after I went to the motorhome place, I drove about 20 minutes down the road and I noticed a vehicle garage with a couple of crafters out on the road. So I went and had a look, but I'll give you some information about what I looked at later on. But before I show you around the van, I'm going to have a cup of coffee, make myself a nice healthy breakfast, and then crack on and show you lot what I've been doing in the van. Cheers everyone, very nice. And now for my very healthy breakfast of avo on toast with scrambled egg. I will give you an honest opinion. It's not a dirty fry up, it is healthy. And here you go, look at this. Look at that. That was a beautiful crunch going into it. I did it today without any butter. And to be fair, I normally put butter on toast because it's a must. But for this, with the bread as crunchy as it is, probably got it in my beard, it really is nice and it doesn't droop all over the place. Why don't I make two? Anyway, I'm going to eat this and I'll be right back. That breakfast really did sort me out. A lovely bit of toast, scrambled egg and avocado. For those of you that haven't tuned into the channel for the last couple of videos, I'm currently doing a soup diet. So for breakfast I have scrambled egg, and then for lunch and dinner I have cauliflower and broccoli soup. And the aim is to lose a couple of stone and then head back to the gym. So that breakfast is as healthy as I want to go, even though I could have gone out and had the most disgusting breakfast, a nice dirty fry up, which is what you lot know I like to do. But I'm going to be good. But when I'm out in the van, I will indulge a little tiny bit with some healthy food, but I will have the occasional burger, don't you worry. But during the week when I'm not out, I will be eating healthy to see how I get on. Now, for those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. I have changed around the layout of the van again, and I do believe this is suitable for me going out solo with a bit more space, a bit more comfort, and things in the right place and easy access to everything I need. So let me show you what I've done. Right then, I will go over a few things that I've already got just to make it a little bit more interesting for you. So as you know, I have a pop-up TV. So before I was lying down on the bed, but now I've pulled out one of the arms for the double bed and I've got a seating area. So I plonk my backside here, my feet there, watch the TV, and have my new tray, which I bought from Morrison's for £15, and a nice place to keep my remote controls. Now, down here, I used to have the power bank shoved down the side, and it wasn't very practical, and on top of the orange storage, I used to have the microwave. So what I've done now is underneath, I've pulled it out a little bit so you can see, I've now put the power bank underneath the seating area where I put my legs watching the TV. It's plugged in to the microwave and the heater. It runs all the way through, goes round the back, and there I have my microwave underneath the seated area and also my fan heater. Now this is an anti-slip bath mat, which is of course orange for the van, so it's ideal to have the microwave there. So you can see I have a lot more space across the back to watch TV. Now, when I want to go to bed, it's very, very simple. This goes to there. That comes across. This comes down, tucks in nicely underneath there. And then I fold out my duvet. Head now that end next to the window for some ventilation. And that is my bed done. And then obviously, without teaching you to suck eggs, the complete reverse when I want to set it back up. So I move half of my duvet back over. This comes back up, goes over here, and my pillow goes there. And the tray goes back there. Some of you have probably noticed that the fan heater isn't exactly flush on the floor. It's partly on the bath mat. I'm not being unsafe or anything like that, but this doesn't go on until I've moved the bath mat. So what I do is I just move this out of the way, I fold it open, and then the heater goes on like that. Like I've said, it only goes on for a few minutes just to take the edge off, and then it goes off and it then does get unplugged. So this is a normal position that the power station will be in, pushed slightly under the seated area, which does open up a lot of storage space at the rear of Nemo, so I can have my travel suitcase with me, which will go to the left hand side, and also a couple of pairs of shoes and my boots for when I'm out on my adventures. I've now got easier access to my storage cupboard and my dishcloth, which is fantastic. And obviously, as you know, I have a nice pull-out kitchen, so if I do want to hook up anything when it's pulled out that needs a nice bit of power, I've got the power station in a suitable position so I can do exactly what I need to do when I'm cooking. So for 4 years now, I used to have my porta potty kept inside this specially made box so it didn't fall over. And bar once, when I got caught short in Wales, I have never used the porta potty. So I have completely binned it off. I no longer need it. And I'm using the box now for additional storage. I've got 3 items in here, which frees up a lot of real estate underneath the storage area under the bed. So on the inside, I have this. I have a box for fresh goods. I have all my cooking utensils down here, my knives, forks and spoons, and any plates that I do need. And in this lovely little handbag, I have my new toilet in case I'm caught short. So you're probably wondering, it's not that big. I'll show you what it is. So there's 4 things for this toilet. You have black bags, you have the lid for your cheeks, you have the base, and then you have the outside. Now, it's very, very simple. What you do is you open it up, your base goes on the inside, it pushes into position like this, the lid goes on like that, you take out one of these, you put it in there, not quite like that, but you know what I mean. you do your business, you buy some sachets of something, I ain't got a clue what it's called, from the shop, you sprinkle it inside, it makes it all go hard, and then you just get rid of it. So this is an absolute lifesaver, just in case I need to use the toilet out on the road. And as you just saw, it takes literally 5 or 6 seconds to actually make. It stores away in a nice small space, so this for me is absolutely ideal. When it's time to drive off, the TV really is simple. For those of you that have seen this before, this is for the benefit of the new people to the channel who don't know how this TV works. So you turn it in on itself, you press it down, it locks into position, and then you let go. So your TV is nice and secure and hidden inside of the wheel arch, which is also a fantastic space saver. Cooking and brew area is now on top of the orange storage box. It does get pulled away from the double seat here. The door is left open for safety reasons, and my fire extinguisher is being screwed to the side of the box there next week when it arrives. So as you can see, I have a fair bit of real estate at the moment in the van, and it's looking really, really good. So there you go then, you lovely lot. This is my new layout for the van. I'm really, really happy with it. And yeah, it's given me a lot more space. It's nice that I've actually got a cooking area now rather than bringing the table along. I've got storage underneath here, like I've already said. And yeah, plenty more foot space on the floor. If I do decide not to bring that sometimes and put the storage underneath there, I could put a little deck chair there, feet out of the van, and chill out down by the beach. But for the moment, I am really, really chuffed with this. I'd be interested to know what you think of the layout. Could I have done it better? Do you like it? Do you have any other ideas? Let me know in the comments below. And yeah, now it's time to get back on the road, and I'll tell you all about the crafter I just went to have a look at. Like I said earlier, when I drove off from Highbridge, I drove about 20 minutes down the road and noticed a used Volkswagen garage on the side of the road. I haven't been there before, so stopped, noticed a few crafters and MANs in the forecourt, and they had one white one, so I wanted to have a look at that one. It was a 25 plate. It had 46 miles on the clock, but because they own it, it's classed as used. It's their demo one, and it was about 30 something, but with the VAT it came in at just under 42,000. Now it had this little special pack on it where you get your touch screens, where the radio is, it's all a digital display, you have your parking sensors and a rear camera, so it's absolutely ideal. Went in the back, lovely headspace, it's got a lot of potential. It was a medium wheelbase. I could picture what I wanted to do inside of it, but for £42,000, and I haven't sold Nemo, and I would want to get it fully converted, it's not practical at the moment. I'm keeping my options open. I spoke to one of the sales team in there, and they said that they've got crafters in there all the time and showed me the list, and it was really, really long. So I'm just basing off £42,000 with no deposit whatsoever or selling Nemo, and it came in at £950 a month on HP over 5 years. So it gives me a rough idea of how much I will spend each month, dependent on how much lower in price I can find a crafter and what I want to do on the inside. One of the biggest things I would want to do is definitely get a white one, and I do definitely want to get it sprayed orange. I've got so many ideas of what I would like it to look like, what I want on the outside. It would be orange, like I just said. The skirts and all that would be black, a nice shiny look. Wheel on the back, possibly a roof rack, solar, you know, the whole 9 yards. We've only got one life, and the ideas I've got, they are really out there, and I want to make it look completely different to what everyone else has got. It's one of these things where, because it's a small space, you can only do so much, but if I can try and make it look remotely different to everyone else's, it would be a nice little challenge for me. So like I said, I'm using it as a baseline. I'm in no rush to sell Nemo, but if the right van comes along and the right person to buy the camper so they can start making memories, then I will consider it. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I really want to know what you think of the new layout inside of Nemo at the moment. If you're new to the channel, please work your way all the way back and watch all my vlogs. If you go to my playlist and select videos, they're all there in order from top to bottom. As always, guys, thanks very much, and I'll see you on the next one.